What's up, guys? So I just thought I'd make a little video just tell my thoughts on this past meet. Ended up totaling 1366.8, squatted 485, benched 341, and deadlifted 541 or 540.1. Not exactly what I'd hoped for, but still ended up with the squat American record, deadlift American record, and total American record. My bench has been really messed up lately. I've been having a lot of problems with controlling the bar down to my chest. If you watch it, it kind of looks like I'm just losing control when I get to the very bottom. I don't think that's a strength issue. I think it's more of like nerve impingement or something, because I've been having a ton of pain that runs down my arm whenever I squat too. And I think a lot of that has to do with my spine being out of line whenever I squat. I've been working on that and been trying to do a lot of therapy for it, like massage therapy and going to the chiropractor and being adjusted and everything. And the main thing, more than anything, that needs to be worked on is my technique in the squat and the bench. Well, my bench technique I don't think is too bad, but the squat, I've been having the bar a little bit too high, and my hands have been too wide, and to create a shelf, I've been having to pinch my shoulder blades together and put my head forward. You can kind of see that in the video, and that's been causing me to have my spine out of alignment. And I think it's been, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I think it's been causing the tightness in my back and causing the impingement on the nerves. I think it's the thoracic outlet is what's being pinched off. And also that has a lot to do with my mobility through my chest, my shoulders rounding in and stuff instead of my shoulders sitting back the way they should. So I qualified for nationals, which that wasn't hard to do. I could have just hit my openers and been well over enough to qualify for nationals. At first I thought nationals were in Vegas in July, but that's not the drug tested nationals, that's just regular non-drug tested. So the drug tested nationals will be in Atlanta, Georgia on May 13th and 14th. So plan is to compete there and see how I can do there. Since I have American records for my class and stuff, I'd say I'd probably do alright. If somebody comes in and benches a couple 100 pounds more than me, and I doubt that's going to happen. So I think I'll do pretty well there, and just gotta keep an eye out for at these local meets, see if I have any competition and stuff. But either way, be a good experience. I've got a good ways to go until that meet, so the plan as of right now is just to get my technique and everything dialed in and figure out what the hell's going on with my shoulder blade. I've been having some scapular winging too, so I'm trying to regain control of my shoulder blade and my lats, and just trying to figure out how I can bench normal again and bench and squat without any pain. Deadlift is feeling really good though. As you can see on that third attempt, my lockout was definitely my weak point. That was where I failed. I think a lot of that too, I probably could have deadlifted a little bit more if it wasn't for being so fatigued and in pain and everything from squat and bench. After my third attempt on squat, I walked over to sit down with my parents and Alexia, and my hand was literally trembling. I was in so much pain, and I just couldn't talk to anybody. I just had everybody just leave me alone and stuff because I was in so much pain. And then they had a physical therapist there that was helping people and everything. I had them do a little bit of Graston on me to try and help relieve some pain. I was just in need of something to just help relieve the pain because it was awful. And I had been working on my technique for a while, like the deload week and everything on squat, and I mean it helped a little bit. I know where I need to be in my technique, but I think since I hadn't been doing it with any heavy weights or anything, once I went into the meet and was lifting maximally, I just went back to what felt natural, which was how I'd been squatting for the past 10 weeks prior. So I'm just gonna have to really dial in my technique and get everything, make sure my spine is in line, and make sure my head isn't forward on squat and all that different stuff, and try to keep my head flat whenever I'm benching. Um, I've been doing a lot of using a TENS unit, which is the electrical stem unit or whatever, and I've been putting that in my middle back and my shoulder blades and everything, trying to get that to loosen everything up back there. As for strengthening myself on deadlift, I'm gonna be doing a lot of I guess, what do you call them, hip thrusts or bridges, whatever you want to call them, like with the barbell, trying to get my in good mornings. Probably a lot of just posterior chain type workouts, a lot of hamstrings, glutes, all that different stuff to get that stuff stronger. I think a lot of the problem there could be where I don't usually lift with a deadlift bar. I always train with a stiff bar, just a regular power bar, and where the speed is slower off the floor, I don't get to use as much weight, I believe, to work on my lockout. So if I might end up investing in a deadlift bar to try and be able to handle more weight and be able to work on my lockout more. But up until then, if I don't have the money to do that, I'll just work on like rack pulls and just different glute and like the upper range of the deadlift strengthening exercises. But all in all, it was a pretty good meet. Made some friends, enjoyed it pretty well. It was a lot more laid back. I felt a lot more comfortable and laid back in this meet than I did at my other ones. Felt really nervous going into it, but after like my opener on squat, I just felt really comfortable and just did really well. I was a little bit disappointed with missing all three of my third attempts, but I mean, I didn't make a huge jump from my second attempts on each one, so my total suffered some. I could have probably locked in 1400 if it wasn't for that. But it's no big deal. I'll just shoot for over 1400 at nationals and see what I can do. Just get myself healthy. But another thing, I'm just gonna try and lean bulk my way up to the 220 weight class. Really fill out the 220 weight class. Just try to get as big as strong as I possibly can before nationals. And I mean, I've got a good ways to go. It's not until May, so middle of May. So should be looking forward to that. I'll have another series of my training cycle and everything for that meet. I'll be doing like probably hypertrophy for the next few weeks, or probably 2 or 3 months, and then whenever it gets time for probably 10-12 weeks out or something from the meet, then I'll get back into a actual like peaking cycle and everything. So be on the lookout. I'm not done putting up videos. There'll be plenty of content coming out, doing more instructional stuff. That's pretty much it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all your support. I appreciate everybody that believes in me and knows that I can make something of myself and make something big out of this. All right, till next time, guys. See you later.